Bill has confirmed the 45 extra seconds.
15 seconds.
Welcome to Art Madness Live. We are here with round 2 of the face paint division. Round 1, we saw Jace Galope from the Safari Park Zoo take all the glory. He won, I think, 3 out of the 4 categories and went away with it last week. And we do have a new round of artists from all around the country, primarily from the California area I see here. Ken, myself, and Eric are the only ones in the Eastern time zone here, but nonetheless, Art Madness Live is here. We are here for round 2. This is the battle to the final 4. We're going to do very similar exercises that we did last week, and we'll explain that all. But first and foremost, let's go ahead and meet all the contestants. We are going to start all the way from our friends from Texas. Let's see what Candace has to say. Everybody say hi to Candace.
Hello.
Who are you?
Hi. I'm Candace. I manage our parks at SeaWorld San Antonio and the San Antonio Zoo. This is my 13th season. I started off as a portrait artist, and I think my 3rd, 4th year is when I started learning both caricatures and doing body art. So been doing it for a while now.
Awesome. Thanks, Candace. Let's move on and say hi to Grace. Grace, what's happening?
Hi guys, so I'm Grace. I work at the Disneyland Resort, and I've been with Commons since 2014. So I'm really bad at counting the seasons. I don't really know which season number I'm in, but I've been with the company for about 6 years. And today I'm going to be
Disney years
with my
is
mom.
how many? 6 years in Disney time is like 14, right?
I'm actually not sure. I'm terrible at counting the seasons. Whatever that translates to.
All right, Grace, thank you so much. Kimmy, can you let us know what's going on over there on the West Coast as well?
Hi guys, I'm Kimmy. I am from Legoland Resort. I've been working with Commons, Carrie, since 2006. So a really long time. Mostly face painting, but I also do Hanimals as well. I am the Hanimal supervisor as well. And I would love to dabble into caricatures and letterbrush eventually.
Well, maybe we'll get that opportunity if we get back open again, huh?
I hope so.
Me too. All right, so we got Mags up there in the upper left-hand corner of my screen anyways. Mags, what do you got to say?
Hi, I work at the San Diego Zoo. I've been working for Commons for 10 years, 5 seasonally, the other half year round, 2 as a lead. Shout out to my managers, Mez and Ashley, they're amazing, and the Jessicas, I love them. And my turnips are selling for $4.75, so if you find me on Instagram, I can hook up the Commons fam.
Nice. $4.75, huh? So there's the first shameless plug of the night, and we love it. Okay, so did we hear from everybody yet? Oh, Michaela, hey, what's happening down there? I'm sorry.
Hi, it's okay.
YouTube
Yeah,
page.
my name is Michaela. I've been with Commons for 3 years, and I work at the Six Flags Great America in Illinois, Chicago.
So 3 years now, you said?
Mhm.
Well, I'm hearing myself here. That's a problem. We don't ever want to do that. Okay, thanks for everybody for introducing yourselves and let us know a little bit about your background. And Ken, do we have any background music?
We do.
Oh, I love it when you get excited. So,
We do. I'm very excited.
so a little background music, and I'm going to get my chat loaded so that we can see the entertaining people here of Commons. And we're going to be moving into the speed round, which is coming right up. Aha, my chat ended up in a different place today, Ken.
Uh-oh.
Never a good thing.
No, it's not.
Okay, I would like to say gallery view if we could, Eric. Now, when we're moving on to the speed round, we are very first and foremost going to move on by starting with the arm swirl. We're going to use requested black, and we're going to use all of the brushes and the tools that you see in the theme parks. We're going to use our pure green and our sterile, and one time only use sponges, of course. But since we only have one other face to paint here, we are going to go ahead and use the same sponge, and we might even just go ahead and dispose of those because we got plenty of those. The speed round is going to be on the arm, and the arm swirl is going to be a line, and that's going to be 5 swirls and 4 stamp flourishes. Now, this is just a speed exercise that we do for training to show line quality, as well as get us, our artists, warmed up. And this is going to be for 3 minutes, and Ken is our official timekeeper, right, Ken?
That's right.
And what does it sound like when the time is up, Ken?
Well, there's going to be a buzzer like this.
Okay, I barely heard the big buzz, but we know that you can give us a big buzz, and we appreciate it. We're going to get this speed round started in about 10 seconds. You guys all good to go? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as we get moving, it's time to say hello to everybody that came back, and please tune in next week. We've got round 3. Some of the heavy hitters coming in next week as well. You're getting a request to get it a little bit louder, Ken.
Yep, I'm working on that. I don't want to blow you away, you know?
Yeah, that's okay. I like loud music. But in the meantime, don't lose track of that time.
No, not at all. I'm looking right at it. Did you guys get hit by a thunderstorm earlier? We did.
Sure did.
Oh yeah, I hope it doesn't hit right now.
And I'm glad you weren't listening.
I don't want to blow out the internet out here in the country.
Dude.
2 minutes left.
And if you move on to, or you run out of room, you can move on to thigh or your other arm or your friend's arm. That's fine. Your socially distant friend, shall we say. I think that music you have right there, Ken, is perfect.
Perfect. Some dubstep at the right level.
Got to have it at the right level, otherwise it's not.
No, yeah, you're screwed.
Yeah.
We got 1 minute and 20 seconds left.
Kirsten Dunn says, go, 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 go. Aaron Hableaf says, smart to use all black this time. Well, you know, I'm always thinking, Aaron, and I'm glad you think that I'm smart at least once.
Less than a minute to go.
And it's nice to see the connections on the chat here. People are saying, Jessica Buck, I miss you. There's Winnie. She was trying to get in on this secret club here known as Art Madness.
Yeah, we had to
Sign up though, so she's not allowed in if she can.
No, we had to expel her.
Yeah. Send her back to Dunce's corner.
30 seconds.
I'm glad you started me off with a little dubstep.
We got Ben Common in the room tonight, I see.
Ah. Well, at least we have one thing in common. You don't have to do fake laughs, Ken.
that was legit.
Okay.
We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Brushes down, brushes down. Okay, we will let you know that one line should be 5 swirls and 4 stamp flourishes. And again, that is worth 7 points. So we need you guys to tally up how many clumps of 7, and you can take halves, you can take fulls. We are going to start with Kimmy to see how many she's gathered up on her arm. Kimmy, if you could bring those up towards the screen and let us know what you ended up with.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.5,
Very good.
So I did my arm and both my thighs, and I got 25 swirls and 5.5 drops. So that is 30.5.
Yes, that's about right. So 30.5, I'll take your word for it. And Mags, what do you got going?
I have 6 on my arm, and he has 6 on his. So I
That would
guess
be,
12 times
wow.
5,
That's 6
60.
times 7.
Oh, times 7. Well, I have 12 combos total.
Okay, so 12 times, so that should be, I'm doing
84.
calculator math here, 84.
Yeah.
So
you go.
84, yeah. I think Jace had 79 last week. So I think you actually outdid him.
He
with-
trained me.
Okay,
He
well, there
trained
you
me.
go.
Shout out to Jason. He's awesome.
So the student becomes the guru. All right.
Yeah.
So Grace, what do you got there? What do you got there, Grace?
I think I have 8 combos.
8 combos. Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the math on that one, Ken?
56.
56. We got it. Okay. Candace, what'd you come up with? She's still painting. She's cheating. Okay. Oh, you're muted, Candace.
You're muted.
5.5. So
5.5. Okay.
5.
So you're going for quality, not quantity, right? Let's see that
Yeah,
quality.
okay.
Bring it really right by the.
It's honestly not probably the best quality either.
It looks really good. It looks really good. Michaela, what did you end up with?
I got 9.
9? Okay.
Yeah.
So I can do the math on that one. I think that's 72.
No, that's wrong. It's 63, right?
Okay. Well, let's try again, Ken.
30.5 times 5.
You saw I didn't use a calculator there. Okay, so do we have a clear and concise winner, Ken?
I believe Mags has.
Yeah. Mags, what did you have? You had 70.
Oh, wait.
80,
I had 12 combos.
12 combos. Wow. So let's do that math again.
Forgot what number you said.
12 times 7 is 84.
84. So Mags is the winner of the initial round here for speed, but we all get those points. So thank you. Round of applause. And we're going to move right into painting on our models. So if you'd like to get your models in place, get a little background music. Good.
I can
This
do
is going to
that.
be the speed round A2, and this is going to be a 3-minute time. And this is a Core 30 design, and the Core 30 designs are the designs we see in many of our locations. It's kind of like a standard design that we have on our menus that guests can pick out. And with this Core 30 design, we are going to be doing lines and flourishes. We're going to try to make this our own, and we're also going to be primarily doing the eye swirl. If you move on to the second eye, you can flourish that as well. You can use sponge underneath, use a brush underneath, whatever you prefer. And we're going to get a grand total of 3 minutes on this design. And you guys give me thumbs up on the models. All right. Everybody good? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. And they're off and they're painting. They're embellishing these as they like. And there is my New Orleans funk already, Ken. That's awesome.
I'm bringing the funk. You know, that's how I do it.
I like when you get me riled up early, because then I get to crash later.
I'm your hype man.
You are. And we do get 3 minutes for this.
That's right.
I'm seeing the same notice as you are, Ken. Candace's model is such a cutie, says Aaron Havley. Alex Workshop says, go Mags! Kirsten Urban. Thanks, Candace. Winnie's back in. Love ya, Mama Austin.
Minute 45 to go.
And I'm firming up some of the
Yeah, is that what you're
yeah, I'm
doing?
firming up some of the points things with Bill. He's controlling our voting and our points. There was some questions about Kimmy's points on the swirl, and Bill, I'll cue you in just a moment on that one.
1 minute.
We're looking at 1 minute here.
1 minute. Well, now we're looking at 45 seconds.
I'm living in the past as usual.
Just that's you. Typical
Yep.
Jeremy.
And I might say that these are looking very nice. And we are going to request that Eric, once we do brush down on this one, that we go to full screen. And I'll have you guys talk one at a time about your designs.
We got 20 seconds to go.
20 seconds. Let's wrap them up. Ben Commons
10.
asking how to vote tonight.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, brushes down. We are going to vote tonight on Shop Commons, but not for this particular one. We are going to explain the voting situation after this particular exercise. So we're going to have Mag start this one off. If you could talk a little bit about your design, what your basic approach was, and what you like about it.
Yeah, we're strong on core 30 at our park, so I like doing the double swirl, which I think came out nice, and the stamps came out really nice. My eye could have been a little bit neater, and I probably could have done a stronger color to go with the pink. I usually use the flat brush because it's faster, but other than that, I think it came out all right.
Awesome. That actually looks really good. I like that bold use of the white right by the black, and yet they didn't bleed, did they?
Yeah, we took this one off the menu. I miss it. I like this version.
Awesome. All right, let's move on and take a look at what Kimmy has.
Hi again, and like Mag's very, very strong core 30 park. I did pink, white, and black, the classic old photo. And like Mag said, I love doing double swirls, so I will do it whenever I possibly can. But I also like to be a little extra and add more in. So I incorporated a swirl combo, a bit of an echo swirl up here at the top, and then lots of stamps, because I love stamps. I have ran into a little trouble with the hair getting in my paint, so some of my stamps aren't as strong as I like them to be, but I'm pretty good with this. Wish I had time for glitter.
I think it looks awesome. Thank you so much. And then let's go ahead and take a look at Grace's.
Hi guys, so for mine, I decided to go in with a flat brush since in our park we don't use sponges for deluxe designs. I guess I could have still used a sponge since we're doing both sides, but my first instinct was a flat brush. So from there, I did a two-tone flat brush in the background, and then I did the swirls in like a swirl combo, double swirls, and then everything else is white with white embellishment.
That looks awesome. It kind of reminds me of like I'm going on a wizard adventure with the sparkles, and definitely I see the Disney flair.
Sparkles are big at Disney.
Yeah, Disney flair for sure. Okay, thank you so much. Candace, let's move on and see what you had happen in here.
Yes, this is my nephew Micah.
Hi.
So we just did, ice swirl. I did sponging just because it's the quickest thing I could grab at the moment. So yellow and green. And then I did black lines. So double swirls. I like to try and just make sure it complements the face nice. So instead of having the swirls go up and around like angry eyebrows, I like to bring it around so it frames the eye really nice. And added some dots and some little sparkle. There we go.
It looks great.
Awesome.
And put that yellow down in the background, correct?
Yeah, it's the yellow and the light green.
Very cool. Thank you, Candace. Let's move on and take a look at what Michaela has here.
So I just did kind of like purple with the teal, kind of just a simple swirl design. I didn't get a chance to add any sparkles or anything.
Did anybody add sparkles? I think maybe. No, I don't think so. But yeah, it looks really good. Let me take a look a little bit closer on the model's right-hand side, if we could. Yeah, we got good lighting on that one. It's very nice. Now, this particular one was more of a line quality exercise, and everybody brought out their own flourish on this. This is not a particular line quality exercise that we're going to be voting for, but moving here forward, everybody at home, including all the managers, all the regionals, all the general public, all of the designs past this, you're going to be able to vote at shopcommons.com. That's shopkamans.com, of course. Shopcommons.com. You'll be able to vote on every one of these. Now, since we all completed both eyes, that's going to be 6 points for each contestant. Okay, so you got 3 for each side. Does that sound like a slam dunk, Ken?
Oh man, wham with the right hand.
Got it. So again, moving forward, we're going to move into this next round. If your models would like to wash their faces, that's fine, but please remember to take a shot of the design before you get rid of it. So take those shots and get those emailed to Barb if you can. If you forgot on this one, make sure moving forward we get those. So moving on to the line quality drawing challenge, we are going to look at our deluxe designs. And we are not just going to stick to reptiles this time. We're opening it to any half or half mask deluxe, and they all have an idea which one they like their favorite. We're going to look at line quality. We're going to look at shading. We're going to look at flourish. We're going to look at unique art craft. And they're going to get 3 minutes on this deluxe design. And again, you guys are going to be able to vote for your favorite design on this round, starting on this round at shopcommons.com. So when you guys are ready, if you give me the thumbs, hey, there's a cat. Hey, kitty. The cat's ready. So we're just gonna jam out here for a little bit, Ken.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
So is everybody ready? Do we have a thumbs up? I can't hear you.
We don't have 5 thumbs up, I can tell you
I
that.
do not see 5 thumbs. I see 1, 2, 3.
3, 4.
How
Thumbs
about
up,
Kimmy? Kimmy ready?
5.
Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 minutes start.
This is 5 minutes, right? This is a 5-minute
Let's
round,
see.
I believe.
Nope.
I think
3
you.
minutes. The next one will
it
be
is?
5 minutes. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I've already screwed this up.
Well, you know.
This one's the side, right?
Yeah, this is the side. 3 minutes.
All right, buddy. Do that side.
That's okay, I'll improvise. I can do the math on my clock is set for 5, but I know how to get to 3 from there.
Well, that's good. Later on in the night, maybe not. But at this time, this juncture, for sure.
I can still do the math at this point.
And we repeat that you guys can vote on this particular category. This is the first one you'll be able to vote for. And this is going to be the line quality drawing challenge, and you can vote at shopcommons.com.
Unfortunately, the way I have my playlist set up, you may hear this song again just for the record.
Well, you know, since it's a good one, and it's an Eric Vincent original, correct?
I don't know if this one is or not. Based on the title, it's hard to tell.
Right.
It's just a bunch of random words, truly.
You know, everything looks so good. This is going to be super tight tonight, says Kim Hooper. Dave Smith says, "You got that right, Kim." Double exclamation point. Dave, of course, was one of our final 4 contestants for the Caricature Art Madness. And if you want to run back and see that final 4 episode, you can check out our YouTube channel, which all of the previous episodes are here. Airbrush, caricatures, the previous face paint. So like and subscribe our YouTube channel.
1 minute.
And then maybe tell your friends about it, right, Cam?
I would.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of friends, so I can't tell a lot, but
You can buy them with beer, though.
yeah. And I think you can actually buy them on social media if you. They may be
Yes.
bots, but you can still buy them.
Right. So everybody's getting their groove back.
Weird.
They've kind of been off the brushes for a little while. Some of them, nonetheless.
30 seconds.
Make those final touches. And then we're going to go, in 30 seconds, we're going to go to full face mode, which will delightfully display all of our designs so that the viewers can.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And brushes down. Let's look at Michaela's first. Michaela, what'd you come up with on this half? Oh, there we are.
The dragon. I added a little bit more like kind of twisty to it, but
It looks real good. And then is there anything about it that that you particularly like?
I think like the face. So I feel like a lot like I have a lot of trouble with like doing the face, kind of shaping it, but I think I did a good job today.
Awesome. It looks really good. And we are going to just specify, if you're voting for this round, you want to be voting for the line quality drawing challenge. Okay, and that's going to be the very first one that you can vote for. And that's the first round, okay? This is the line quality drawing challenge, not the full face challenge. So thank you so much. And we are going to move on and take a look at Grace. Grace, what'd you come up with?
So I decided to do the T-Rex. It's one of my favorite deluxe designs. I mean, who doesn't like the whole mouth next to the eye? Like, people always get a kick out of that part. So I just went with the standard color, green, and then I embellished a little bit.
Line quality looks fantastic on that. So I appreciate that. And it looks like that eyeball is about to get gobbled up. So good. Let's take a look at Kimmy's.
All right. Like Michaela, I did the side dragon. This is literally something I would do in the park at least 10 times a day. You do one and then every other kid after that gonna want the same thing. I did mine kind of sort of twisty turny as well. I even added in a little bit of a wing because they like that. It kind of reminds them of the Lego franchise Ninjago. You know, give him a little bit of fangs because
It looks awesome.
gotta smile, say he's happy to be here. And then got a little bit of fire action going on there. Fire and smoke. And that's
Thank
my
you.
dragon.
Thank you so much. Awesome. And let's move on and take a look at Candace's. What'd you come up with, Candace?
Hello. Yep. Also, side
Candace, you're
dragon.
live.
We did a
There you are.
two-tone flat brush, so white and then light blue. And I added some like tribal lines for embellishment to kind of fill in the additional space on his face. So it's nice and quick little addition that makes it look just a bit fancier.
It looks awesome. Let's say thank you so much, Candace. Let's take a look at Meg's.
So I did the flamingo. This is also one of my favorite designs at our park because we have flamingos. And it's just super easy because it's all stamps and swirls and very quick and cute. And I think I came up happier with this one than my last one.
And it's obviously good to take flamingo dancing, correct?
Yeah.
You don't have to laugh at that. That's fine. But thank you so much. And everybody, if you could take a shot of that particular design you just did. And we're going to keep the polls open for an extra 45 seconds. And we are going to start that time right now. You're going to want to be voting for the line quality drawing challenge. And that will be 45 seconds from now. All
I
right.
didn't set the timer.
Well, you know, we're just doing roundabouts.
All right. Do you want me to do one Mississippi's or?
We had a little bit of a feed freeze up here. That could be our Ohio internet meets the storm. But, you know, we've got a few freeze ups happening here and there. But, you know, since the bandwidth is free, right, Ken? What can we ask for?
That's it. You get
All
what
right.
you get.
We're back up and running. I love how people are keeping me abreast of the situation from around this nation. We appreciate it. And we got about 5 seconds left for voting. And then at that point, if you folks could wash your faces off, and we're gonna get ready for the next round. And Ken, you can just keep pumping the tunes, all right?
I'll pump them.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The polls are closed at shopcommons.com for that particular design. Models, you're free to wash your face, of course, after you've taken a photo of it, so we can send that off to Barb. She's our keeper of quality. We are going to move on to the full face paint design, and this is again going to be the Rainbow Tiger. You will get a chance to vote for this one as well. Now, the Rainbow Tiger is kind of talked about amongst face painters around the nation, and pretty much anybody that does a face paint, from new to old, they all want to brag about their Rainbow Tiger. They have a chance to flourish it. They can gradate those sponges behind. They can use brushwork. They can use intense line quality for their own unique stripe, just like a tiger might have, Ken. You hear that?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Tiger stripes.
Tiger stripes. Eye of the tiger is good too. So you want to stay out of the eyes with the design, but we do want to have the eye of the tiger for sure. And once the models are back, we're going to start this Rainbow Tiger, and we want to see some bright colored rainbows. We're going to use only the colors and only the brushes that we use in the park. And this particular design is 5 full minutes, Ken.
This is not 10 minutes, huh?
It is not 10 minutes. Nope. This is the full face challenge. And again, F-U-L-L, not F-O-O-L. You thought I was going to spell something else, didn't you?
I think I've been bamboozled on this whole round time limit.
You just have to open those notes that I send you, Ken.
I still haven't opened the email you sent me, actually.
Well, I'll just get to the rest of the situation. We have thumbs up for everybody ready? Thumbs up down here with Michaela. Thumbs up in Candace's corner. Is Kimmy's corner a thumbs up? Or? Yep. And Grace, thumbs?
5 thumbs.
5 thumbs, and I've got 2. That makes 19.
That's right. And I got 6 more, so we're got 48. Let's do it.
All right. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're off and painting. Load those brushes. So we have 5 full minutes here, Ken. You got any jokes?
5? Oh,
Yeah.
man. The ones I have in the top of my head are not PG-13.
Okay, well, I'll give you a moment. I'm going to take a look at our chat here. It's getting out of control. Let's see. Let's see. Go, Mags. Tiger. Aaron's back at it. I put in my post above. Well, I didn't see that one. You will see vote once you go to the website. Yep. You want to click on that blue button that says vote when you go to shopcommons.com. shopkamans.com.
I do have I think a decent joke for you. How do you make holy water?
Let's hear it, Ken.
You boil the hell out of it.
Woo! Now that was fantastic. Nothing like
Wasn't
a little
it?
fire and brimstone to get people laughing.
Yeah.
Thou out not shall tell those jokes. Okay.
Hey,
There's
I bought some shoes the other day. It's gotten so bad. I needed new shoes, so I bought some from a drug dealer. I don't know what he
Yeah.
laced them with, but I was tripping all day.
Oh. You need to load in the rim shot thing, or I'll just record one for you. So again, we're going to vote for these at shopcommons.com, and we want you guys to tune in again next week for our final round of face paint before the final 4. Now keep in mind, there's going to be 3 rounds of face painters, and the winners of each one of those rounds is going to go to the final 4. which I believe is happening on the 28th. As far as I know, I'll be here. Hopefully the face painters will be. The 21st, we'll have our final round, and whoever has the highest score that did not win round 1, 2, or 3 will be our final wild card seat on the final 4. So keep that in mind and write that down in your digital calendars as well as your.
I just did. I recorded it.
We do have a winner for the last round. And should I announce it once they're done with this design? I don't want to hinder any creativity.
Yeah, because I'd hate to have to play the applause in the middle.
Yeah. Well, I'll just be like Public Enemy, rebel without applause. So.
Did you you like French fries, don't you?
Sometimes.
Did you know the first French fries weren't actually cooked in France? They were cooked in Greece.
I did know that. But I thank you for pointing that out.
Anytime. That's
Aaron,
why I'm here.
OMG, Ken.
We got 1 minute and 45 seconds.
So we're about a little bit past the halfway mark.
Just assuming that we're doing this for 5 minutes, because I'm just putting random numbers in now.
Yes.
Okay. If a child
Rainbow
refuses to
Tigers
sleep
just-
during... Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I had another zinger.
Okay. Well,
Go
we're
ahead.
going to take a vote on top comments. Whose zinger goes first, yours or mine? I was just reading Lisa Everett's comment here. I like to over-enunciate that last name. Rainbow Tigers just
Yes.
look like demented clowns, or like the first half of the face paint.
Demented Clown. That ironically was your nickname in high school, wasn't it?
Yes, and that's the band I'll be playing with after quarantine. Demented Clowns.
Right on.
Let's hear your zinger now. Do we have time for it?
Oh, I think so. If your kid refuses to sleep during nap time, I think they might be guilty of resisting a rest.
There you have it.
There it is. 30 seconds to go. You know
There's that,
why Van Gogh became a painter.
I don't know why.
You know why Van Gogh became a painter?
Why is
Because
that?
he didn't have an ear for music.
Aha! I'm like a guy with no arms, Ken. I can't hang.
We have 10 seconds. You can't hang. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and
Rushes down. Okay, we are going to start with races. Let's get a close-up shot if we could. I'll stop talking, Eric. Let's see what Grace had.
Okay. So I'll admit I actually had a small sponge loading panic. But it's okay. I was a little delayed, but it's fine. My Rainbow Tiger tends to be a slightly different gradient than what's on our menus. So I had to try to remember that for a split second. But yeah, it's pretty much flat colors on the eyes, and then everything else is a sponge. And I don't know if my camera guy caught it, but I like to cut the sponge in half. So I actually have like tiny ones like this.
Yeah.
And if you put it together, that's like a normal size sponge that we typically use. So I split it.
Thank you
That's
for
it.
that tip. I will make sure I do that as soon as we get off of this particular. We're not doing the draw at home on this particular episode, but if you have your sponges and your face paints, please feel free to send them to us or text us at our Instagram, or send them to us via DM on our Facebook. Check out our Facebook. Thank you so much, Grace. We're going to move on and take a look at Michaela's, but first I want to remind everybody that they're going to be voting for the full face challenge, the Park Style Rainbow Tigers, the full face challenge. This is the one you're going to be voting for on this particular round. And after we're done seeing everyone's design, we're going to talk about the last round and basically unleash, without a lack of a better term, the winner from the previous round. So let's go ahead and take a look at who's up next.
So I did, yeah, my rainbow tiger. I also kind of had a like sponge panic. So it took me a little bit longer to like apply it than it should have. But so I didn't get to do the normal detail that I usually do. But I think it turned out pretty good.
So the normal detail, like what other flourishes might you have added?
Usually I'll like put like dots here for kind of just more detail. I usually put more like kind of black spots
Got
just
it.
to make it look better. And yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And let's take a look at Candace's. Oh,
Hi, this is my mom. This is my model.
hey, Mom.
Yeah, I like to kind of, instead of having the radial sponging on my rainbow tiger to make it a little bit easier, I like to have it go from like one color all the way down. So yellow middle to the warm colors and then the cool colors on the cheeks, or you can do it the opposite way. I feel like I change it up every time, and then just varying that line to kind of fill in. I usually like to do some like Z-stroke hairlines around the edge, but for sake of time, I kind of omitted that and just made it happen with the lines and some dots.
It looks really
for extra.
Can I see a closer look at those dots? If you can come in a little bit closer to the camera, and then turn.
Just some
Okay,
like kind of jaguar spots and some dots on the stripes, just to kind
Very
of help
nice.
them pop.
Thank you so much, Candace. That looks awesome. And let's move
Yeah.
on and take a look at Kimmy's, if we could.
Okay. I completely forgot to introduce her. This is my mom.
Hey.
And this is my rainbow tiger. Like Grace, I generally don't do these photo gradients myself. I kind of try to spread the color, a little bit of everything everywhere, but mostly keep a lot of yellow around the eye area to keep it as core 30 as I possibly can. And then line work, I kind of try to keep it simple, but still a little flamboyant. But I like to be able to have the line work be like, yeah.
It looks
That's
great.
my usual specialty. Also having this fun little wing for the eye rather than having the rounded teardrop shape.
Could your mom come just a little bit closer to the screen so we could see the corner and the detail on that? I thought that the lines looked really good on this one as well. Awesome. That looks great, Kimmy. Thank you so much. And let's take a look at Mags. What did Mags come up with this time?
My paints were dry, so I wish my rainbow was more concentrated, but I think the line work came out okay. It's getting hot in our room, so it's like he's sweating a little, but overall, I think it came out okay. Everyone's looks so good. I'm shook. Everyone's looks so really nice.
They do look nice. And then, you know, with that heat wave you're having in California, what is the temperature now?
In our room, 84.
84 in your room. Okay. That's legitimate face paint melting weather. So we appreciate that you're hanging in there. And your model is who?
My model his name's Eddie. He's my fiance. He's actually also a body artist for Comments, so we're Comments couple. Woo.
Oh, look out. Awesome. Well, you know, the connections are always made, and for years they have been, for the past 50 years. I think we've made a lot of connections. We're glad you guys made it together. Thank you so much. Make sure you guys all get a photo. We saw everybody's, correct? Make sure you guys all get a photo of those. And once you take a photo, we'll be texting those to Barb as well, or emailing those to Barb. And we are going to move on. This will have some traveling music time now, Ken. So the models are going to have some time to get all of those rainbows off. And we are going to move on to the artist choice. But before we do that, we do have our polls open for the Rainbow Tiger. Make sure you're going to vote for the full face challenge. We're going to keep that open for another 1 minute. Can we do that, Ken?
I think so. We should
Okay,
probably announce the winner of the previous round, though, right?
We are going to. And guess who it is?
I get excited. I get real excited.
We do. So we do have a winner for the drawing and line quality exercise that we did, as well as the half-face mask. And the winner for that particular round was Mags. So congratulations, Mags, for round number 1. That was voted on by all the people. I think you're out of San Diego as well, correct? Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Jason trained me like 10 years ago.
And then Jason's entourage must be also in watching you and cheering you on as well, correct? Okay, that's cool. No, it looked great. Awesome. Congratulations on your win on round 1. And we are going to close the polls here in about 30 seconds on the Rainbow Tiger. Make sure you guys are either changing your model or washing that tiger off. But in the meantime, we're going to explain what's happening on the next particular installment here. This is Artist Choice, and we're going to get 15 full minutes on this one. And this is anything that the artist would like to do. This can be outlandish. We can have effects. We can have glitter. We can have gems. This is their choice. They can use whatever colors they want, whatever colors they don't want. We want to see line quality. We want to see fade. We want to see gradation. Use brushes. Use sponges. Use what you're comfortable with. We want the wow factor. And we're going to give a full 15 minutes of that. You got all the tunes lined up for that, right, Ken?
I'm good on this one.
Good. All right. Is it just one Eric Vincent song then? It's 15 minutes long?
There's 2 Eric Vincent songs in the 4-song mix.
Gotcha. How's everybody feeling about this Artist Choice? The last installment of round number 2. We do want to invite you folks again to come back and see round number 3 at the same time next week, same location, different artists. Okay, so we are going to actually have time to announce our winner on this particular round, and this was the Rainbow Tiger. The polls are closed, and we do have a winner. So round number 1 went to Mags, and the full face challenge did go to Candace. Candace, congratulations on the full face challenge. Round of applause with my phone in my hand. So everybody's looking really
Awesome.
Congratulations. And the crowd's deafening. Okay, so is everybody thumbs up for the Artist Choice? Are you guys ready for that 15-minute grandiose design? Is Mom ready?
Are you ready, Mom?
Yeah, any mom. I'm just saying mom, so yeah. Candace has got multiple, she's got all kinds of models over there. Okay, we've got thumbs up, and we're going to get started here in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're off. Let's get moving here.
Start off with a little Eric Techno Shaman.
I like it. There's no shaman that.
Did you you hear the one about the artist getting into the argument with the curator at the art gallery?
I had not.
He wasn't in the right frame of mind.
Ah. Picture that. Thank you, Ken.
Hey, anytime. Just here to lighten the room.
Yes, please. Now, this is Artist Choice. Once again, they're going to get into the depths of their tackle box and pull out all the techniques that they remember from grade school and high school and post-collegiate studies and that road of hard knocks known as the theme park industry, which can get hot, it can get cold, it can get wet, but we do miss being able to go to those theme parks. So we hopefully will have some word when we can safely return. And it looks like everybody's off and running here. I see a lot of color on this one already.
Lots of color.
Lots of color. Woot, Candace, they say.
Hey, what did Michelangelo say to the ceiling?
Let's see. I don't have it there. What did you say?
I got you covered.
Nice. That was touching. That was
I gotta send a shout out to my comedy writer, Dave Smith, also.
Okay,
who
thank you.
helps me out with some of this.
Definitely, we need Dave to come in on the color commentary.
Well, then he might just take my job because he's probably gonna just be way funnier. So.
Oh, yeah. Kirsten Erman says Bob Ross in the house. So it'd be cool if somebody did a full Bob Ross face.
Is anybody doing some liquid white or midnight black?
I'm not seeing any yet. Dave Smith says guilty as charged.
If you could only see me right now, I'm shaking my booty.
Well, it's a good thing I can't. That would just be way too tantalizing.
Yeah, I know. Calm down, fella.
Can't wait to see what this round brings, says the general consensus. There's R.D. Hill.
He said,
What great honor do we owe?
He says, what do you call a cow with no legs? I have no idea. Hamburger?
Ground beef? Let's hear it.
I don't see the punchline yet.
I don't. I think he just left us, so he's
He's leaving us hanging, man.
now Connie's
Ground
saying
beef.
that she can't. She's saying that she can't hear the music much. So I
No?
think it's because Eric didn't master his.
Yeah, we got another song coming. Maybe this is more funky New Orleans.
All right, turn it up just a notch. We might as well get funky here on this left. Oh yeah, there we go. That was by request, Connie. I'm glad you wanted a little more volume. We're gonna give it to you. Now this is what I like about this one. This one's got that lanky groove.
Yeah, it's so mellow.
Yeah.
I a nice cold beer and strolling down whatever that main street. What is that street in New Orleans? I don't even remember the name.
Bourbon Street.
Herbin. Oh, Bourbon.
You know the thing that Eric drinks a lot and forgets to change the camera?
Oh yeah. Or doesn't mute YouTube. Yeah, I know.
No. But we're not just gonna crack on Eric. We're gonna give him some accolades because he makes these beautiful trailers and backgrounds that are behind me. Great promo.
I'd like to follow up RD's cow joke with one, please.
Sure.
Where does a cow hang his paintings?
I'm afraid to ask, but let's hear it.
In a museum.
Okay. I think we've reached a new low.
Is that really possible?
Yeah. How much time do we have, Ken?
Oh, it seems like eons, but I think it's 9 minutes and 50 seconds.
Okay. So that's still more than half the time. I think somebody's calling, Ken.
Are they?
Yeah. Hello? Oh, it's my shoe. You can tell we've been doing this for about 7 weeks now, huh? But
we're gonna have to work on new material.
Yes.
We're at least 9. At least 9.
Yeah. Wow, it's looking good. I'm
we
really
got
digging
more music.
the lines now.
Oh, here comes some hip hop.
This one is by request, going out to Len. Len Hernandez does like these particular tracks.
Yeah, this is when it gets funky.
It's been backed up. We have reached a new low.
Yep.
Verified. Thank you.
Ironically, I've also been backed up lately throughout this quarantine.
Oh boy.
That's all. That's as far as I'm going with that. But
Too much cheese.
yeah, I've eaten a lot of cheese.
Dave Smith says these are all looking awesome, and I have just one thing to say to that, Dave. Thank you.
I'm glad we fixed the red part of your face. It's no longer that red.
I just stopped drinking, Ken.
Oh. Your nose isn't as purple anymore either. So.
Well, you know, we learned something here. You don't use the green screen function in Zoom.
Yes.
It's not quite calibrated to pro standards, which are
Yes.
not what we're calibrated for either.
I apologize for the train rolling through my backyard. If you can hear it right now, that's what's happening.
I hear the train a coming. It's coming around the bend.
Yep, I ain't seen the sunrise since I don't know when.
Nope. We need to call up Aaron's husband to sing that for us.
Oh yeah, that's right. He does sing that. That's his go-to.
We're getting some more Great Job Mags, and we're getting an Oh My, and an Ew, and a Jeebus. And
did you say a Jeebus? What is a
yep,
Jeebus?
It does say Jeebus there.
I don't know what the Jeebus is.
Bill?
Oh, Jeebus.
Dave Smith says Jeremy has a face for radio. Who's one to talk here, Dave? But that's okay.
See, Aaron caught on there. She said she'll put Mo on right now, and he can join in our train song.
Well, we might have to make arrangements for that for the next episode.
Yeah.
This particular episode, we already had too many people trying to break into the jail.
Yep.
We had to quarantine.
Had to shut him down. Oh my.
Oh, look at that. That's hot.
That came in hot.
Yeah. That sounded like a really cheesy 1990s Cedar Point commercial.
That was quite a guitar riff.
Like I could see Snoopy playing the guitar and running around Camp Snoopy.
You know, I took my daughter to Cedar Point one time, and you know those big monster trucks that they can drive, the kids can ride?
I don't.
Oh, so they have like, you know how
I
they have
do,
those cars on the, yeah, okay. So like I'm a big fella, we all know that, and I tried to get into the back of one of those. I stepped on the side running board and almost pulled the whole car over.
You could have just electrocuted yourself too, because that's like 1.21 gigawatts.
That's a bolt of lightning.
It is. A bolt of lightning.
I can't believe that there's still 5 minutes left in this round.
Well, I tell you what, folks. We do want to remind you that you'll be voting for the artist choice at shopcommons.com. And while you're on Shop Commons, it's not too early to start thinking about those Father's Day gifts. We can draw awesome caricatures, awesome portraits, pet portraits, custom airbrush. What else can we do? Silhouettes, custom artwork, whatever you want to do. We have thousands of artists nationwide in the nation's leading theme parks and zoos sitting idle waiting to draw. So we can have individual artists draw for you, or if you want to go to commonsevents.com, we can bring one of these artists out to your backyard parties now. We can bring caricature artists out. We do photography, we do green screen photos. Not too early to plan next summer's weddings. We can help you out with those photographers. We can help you out with portrait artists and silhouette artists for your bar mitzvah, bat mitzvah. We can help you out with lots of things, Ken. But one thing we can't help you with is how long this category is.
It is long.
How much time do we have?
86 minutes, I think. It's like 4 minutes to go.
Okay. We will invite you again to next week, this same location, this same time, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, and 7 p.m. Central. See, I got it right finally.
Yeah, and we skip mountain because that's not important at this point in time.
No, because we know about their extracurricular activities in the mountain time zone, Ken, and they would be late anyways.
That's right.
So,
That's right.
but in the meanwhile, these designs are looking very good.
Very intense.
Very intense. Kind of like camping.
That was a good one there.
So we already have people blowing up that next week is going to be awesome. So what are they trying to say? This week isn't?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I get it. They're just looking optimistic. They're not actually being pessimistic about what
Oh, okay.
But again, like or subscribe our channel here in YouTube. We could use some more friends. We won't sell your name, we promise.
We still have about 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go.
Okay. So we're almost at the 2-minute warning, artists. It's time to put on those last 2-minute flourishes, shall we say. Cute unicorn, says Kirsten Ehrman. Thanks, Kirsten. And Winnie says, Kimmy, I love you. So we have some proclamations of love happening here on count. Oh, and there's the heart. Okay. She had the heart with her mom's face in it. It couldn't have been timed any more perfect. Only more perfect it could have been was if it happened last Sunday.
That's it.
Look at Allie Gary is back here. She joined us last week for last week's competition. She says, Grace, that design is lovely. It is looking nice. I will go ahead and back her up. Is Grace done? Huh. She's standing there with nothing to do. She needs to go over and help one of these other artists.
Well, I mean, we gave him 2.5 hours on this round.
Yeah. Does anyone need any more time? Is everybody finished? Thumbs up if you're finished.
We have 1 minute to go. It looks like
to go.
Jimmy's still working there, so.
Okay. So come on, it's not too early to get your votes in at Shop Commons. We are going to take a closer look at these. But get your votes in for your favorite for the artist choice. And you'll get to vote for your favorite design. We're kind of all over the map on this one. We've got some dark, we've got some cryptic, we've got some light and fluffy, we've got some cute unicorns.
We got less than a minute to play.
We've got some scary. Mag's model does not even look real. I've been is what somebody just said, and then it was quickly buried in the chat.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. And Bill is busy tallying back there.
15. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alrighty, and there it is, the big buzz that Ken is known for. So we are going to take a look at the designs a bit closer, and we are going to start with the person that was finished, I believe, first. Grace, can you grace us with the design that you accomplished? Full screen, good, Eric.
So I didn't know what to do with the 15 minutes, so I just like defaulted to a rainbow unicorn. I kind of panicked again. It's been a while, but I pretty much just did as elaborate as I usually can go in the parks. And yeah.
It looks great. And then what particular, did you use a sponge design underneath or did you brush that?
I did sponge.
Awesome. It looks great. And I could
Thank
tell
you.
You've got that Disney flair going in there.
Yeah.
That looks great, Grace. Let's move on to Michaela's. Michaela's, what'd you come up with?
So I decided to do a rainbow skull look. And then I kind of splattered some white kind of freckles on it, kind of to make it look more like, I don't know, a painting.
I really like the sponge work that you did there. The fades are really nice. And then Michaela, did you put the white over top on the teeth there? Can we see that a little closer? That looks great. Thank you. Candace, let's move on and see what you came up with. Looks like this guy's ready for it.
Yeah. So we kind of did a sort of dragon skull type thing. I noticed Micah didn't love the paint around his eye earlier when I was painting him, so I just wanted to leave that part blank so that, you know, he wasn't crying about the process. But yeah, I did a lot of just little like additional lines, and I like to do dots, like place a few dots and then kind of lift them with my fingers and drop them down to add some extra texture in the design. But yeah, the orange and red is supposed to be kind of like the fire inside the mouth of the dragon skull.
It looks great. Let's move on and take a look at what Kimmy came up with.
All right, so not gonna lie, I am a bit of a unicornaholic. I love unicorns and I love rainbows, and if you give me a chance to do what I just did on my mom's face, I will do it to you every single time. Also glitter, like as if you can kind of sort of see. I'm trying to add a little bit of bling.
It looks great.
Well,
The line quality too. If you could get her to come just a little bit closer to the screen, and then we could see that forehead detail. That looks awesome. And then if you could say something so that we can get your detail.
pretty much this is just me freestyling. This is my when Kimmy has a demo and nobody else in the park. This is what a lucky kid would get, but a little more core 30-ish.
It's
And
awesome.
this is really like Kimmy at her ultimate boredness.
Man, that's really clean. I appreciate it. Thank you. Let's move on and take a look at what Mags came up with on this one. Who apparently doesn't even look real, is what the consensus is. So
I think shout out to my manager Ashley. I think the anchor points are sourly underused. So when you use them really well, it makes it look really cool, like a mask. And I also like shading a lot. So I used lime green to shade in the blue. I think it looks really nice with that. And I just like skulls, and I also like glitter, so I put a lot of glitter on it.
it looks great.
Thanks.
I like when his mouth opens too. That's good.
Yeah, this was fun.
So we appreciate that, and I appreciate people saying all I saw was Jeremy's forehead, because that's great. I've been growing it out for the quarantine, so we thank you for that particular design, Mags, and we'll let you guys know that. And Ken, could you slap on a few little traveling music while we tally the votes? We're going to be open. The polls are going to be open for another 40 seconds, 45 seconds, and then we're going to find out who won this particular round. And then we're going to tally them all up and figure out who the winner of round 2 Face Paint Art Madness Tournament is. So hang in there for just a moment. Our official vote tallier, Bill, gets everything under control. There we have it, a little rock and roll. So we want to take this time to say tune in again next week for round 3 to see our last regular round of Face Paint Battle before we move on to the final 4. Who will meet Jay Lope from the Safari Park Zoo out of this bunch here? Who will? That's the question, right, Ken?
That is the question, believe it or not.
Okay, and the polls are going to close in 10 seconds for that last round. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, fast 1. There's 10 seconds. So the polls are now closed for that last artist choice. Now, if you guys could take a photo and send that off to Barb so that we have a good reference of that before they're washed off. But since we're not doing any more tonight, you don't have to wash them off. Wear them to bed. Just, don't put them on the new pillow.
No, not at all.
So while we're waiting for a moment, we want to have somebody, if you could lower the music, I'm sorry, I forgot about this. We're going to talk briefly about our sanitization. So we're going to have Kimmy talk about our Pure Green. And this is something that we were doing before the quarantine, before COVID-19. It's not because we're trying to be clean now. This is something we've been doing for years. So Kimmy, why don't you take it away just for a brief moment and let us know what's going on with our sanitation and safety. You're muted.
Oh,
Kim.
oh.
Yep. There you go.
There we go. like they were saying, yes, we've been doing our sanitary policy for years and years, right before the quarantine and COVID-19 and everything. Basically, we have a policy of one use before it's either thrown away or sanitized. That goes for our brushes and our sponges. Brushes, we use the Pure Green 24, which is a really, really good sanitizer. With our brushes, we have 4 cups. One we use for loading, one we use for cleaning, one we use with the Pure Green 24 that has a dwell that is about 30 seconds to no more than 2 minutes. And then we have our 4th and final cup, which is a rinse. And again, every time we load the brush and apply the brush to the skin, after that, the brush is no longer considered sanitary. So it must be put through the 4-step system again. And then with our sponges is the same thing, only instead of us going through a sanitary steps with those, they are simply thrown away at the end of the day.
Single-use sponges, right?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for that. And again, this is something that we do. We try to keep on the forefront. We always use the safest, most studied and readily available, safe, lead-free, of course, face paints. We even pulled red out of our face paint kits recently, and have learned to work around with that. So I applaud all the artists. We do have some announcements here. Ken, we do have a winner for this particular round.
Oh, we do.
And the winner for this round is the Not So Real model, Mags. Mags did win that round as well. San Diego continues with domination. Oh my goodness. I got to say, that round, everything looked completely awesome. There are no losers here, people. We love everything you guys did. And we do have an overall winner for the evening as well. Okay?
All
and
right.
we want to thank everybody that participated. And I would like all the artists to just hang out there for a little bit until we go off of live. And we'll do a wrap up after the show backstage right here with you and me, Ken, right?
Right here.
We'll wrap it up quickly. Okay. And we have an overall winner for the evening. And as she did win a couple of these categories, it is going to be Mags who wins this evening overall. So round of applause, Mags from San Diego Zoo, I believe. Right? Mags, are you from San Diego Zoo?
Yes, I am. I did do a short few weeks with Kimmy at Legoland when they needed help. And I have helped out at SeaWorld too. So everyone that I met in Commons has been amazing. Cool.
Well, I got to tell you, that was a very fantastic night. And I want to applaud you guys for coming in and coming up with these designs so quickly and getting your family members involved during this quarantine. Kids, moms, it was fantastic. So we want to see you guys next week right here. And are we going to get our favorite song, Ken, that dropped the fake kick? There it is. So see us again next week, same time, same location. Right here. Until that point, shopcommons.com for your Father's Day gift or anything else you'd like. If you'd like to come on out, and please see you next week.
Good night.